Hey everyone, welcome back to Gunners Talk Daily. Arsenal have arrived at the Emirates Stadium and this is it. A Champions League semi-final night that could define an entire era for Arsenal. After a tense 1-1 draw away against Atletico Madrid, everything now comes down to this moment in North London. Tonight is not just a Champions League match. Tonight is the night that could send Arsenal to the Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. Tonight is the night that could make this Arsenal squad the generation that finally completed what every previous Arteta team has been building towards. And 60,000 supporters are filling the Emirates right now with the noise and the belief and the desperate, urgent hope of people who have been waiting 2 decades for exactly this moment. Budapest is 90 minutes away. One win, one performance, one night at the Emirates at its most ferocious and most magnificent. That is all that separates Arsenal from the Champions League final. Let us go through everything you need to know before kick-off tonight. And the big headline as the players step off the bus. Massive boost for Mikel Arteta. Both Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz are back and available for selection tonight. After missing recent training sessions and raising serious doubts, their return comes at the perfect time. Arteta himself confirmed it, saying they are both in the squad and ready to help, whether from the start or off the bench. Yeah, they are available, both in the squad, he said when asked for an update. And then, on what it means to have them back, his response carried the quiet excitement of a manager who knows exactly what these two players add to his team at this specific level of competition. Great, because we need options, we need the capacity to play different games tomorrow, whether from the start or after. So it is really good news for us to have them both back. That double boost changes the tactical possibilities for tonight in ways that are genuinely significant. Odegaard, as the creative captain operating in the number 10 role, gives Arsenal the specific ability to open compact defensive blocks that no other player in the squad can provide with the same quality and the same consistency. His vision, his passing range, his movement between the lines, and his leadership under pressure are qualities that have defined Arsenal's best performances all season, and that become even more important in a knockout second leg, where one moment of creative quality could be the difference between Budapest and heartbreak. The captain playing in the biggest game of the season is exactly what this occasion demands and what Arteta has been working towards in every training session since the Madrid first leg. Havertz's availability adds a completely different dimension to the attacking options available on the night. Whether he starts or comes off the bench, his physical presence, his intelligent movement, and his specific record of scoring the decisive goal in the quarter-final against Sporting in Lisbon gives him a status in this specific competition that goes beyond his general quality. He is a man for the biggest moments in the Champions League, and having him available for the second leg of a semi-final, where the margin between success and failure is likely to be the narrowest possible, is exactly the kind of good fortune this club deserves after the injury difficulties of the past several weeks. Jurriën Timber remains the significant absentee. Approaching 2 months out with the groin and ankle combination that has kept him away since the Everton win in mid-March, his name was not among those seen at London Colney, and Arteta offered no specific timeline for his return. The Dutchman watches from the sidelines as Arsenal take this step without him, a painful position for a player who has been an important contributor whenever his body has allowed it this season. Mikel Merino also continues his recovery from foot surgery and will not play again this season according to all current medical assessments. But the double return of Odegaard and Havertz more than compensates for the known absences and gives Arteta a squad tonight that is significantly stronger and significantly more complete than the one that travelled to Madrid last week and produced a creditable 1-1 draw that keeps all possibilities open heading into this decisive evening. Viktor Gyokeres leads the line with 18 Champions League goals in this campaign and the specific history-making achievement of becoming the first Swedish player ever to score in a Champions League semi-final. His penalty conversion in Madrid with the goalkeeper trying to psych him out, the crowd screaming, the entire weight of the occasion bearing down on every decision was the kind of composure under pressure that only the truly elite possess. He arrives tonight hungry for more, with the score poised at 1-1 and a place in the Budapest final the prize waiting if he can be decisive one more time. The historical context of tonight's match is something every Arsenal supporter should hold in mind as the evening unfolds. This club and Atletico Madrid share the distinction of being the two most experienced European Cup and Champions League clubs never to have won the competition. Arsenal having participated in 223 such matches and Atletico in 190 without either lifting the trophy. Tonight, one of those stories ends and the other continues. For Arsenal, the opportunity to become the generation that finally broke that pattern is within touching distance in a way it has never been since the 2006 final in Paris. The specific record between these two clubs in European competition is balanced and closely contested. 1 win apiece across 4 meetings. 2 draws. The 2017-18 Europa League semi-final ended in Atletico's favour thanks to Diego Costa's goal in Madrid. The October group stage hammering at this very ground, Arsenal's 4-0 destruction of Simeone's side in what was described as the worst defeat in Atletico's Champions League history, showed this Arsenal team's capacity to be utterly dominant against opponents of this quality when everything clicks. And last week's first leg showed a more evenly matched and more tightly contested encounter, where both teams had moments of genuine quality and both goalkeepers were called upon to make crucial saves. Arsenal are unbeaten in 13 Champions League matches this season. 10 wins, 3 draws. The longest unbeaten run in this competition in the club's history is within reach tonight if Arsenal can advance, the record of 13 being equalled by qualifying for the final and broken when they take the pitch in Budapest. The Emirates has been a fortress in European competition this season. 5 wins and 1 draw at home. Only 3 goals conceded. 3 goals in 6 home European matches. That is the defensive foundation on which tonight's second leg must be built. Atletico arrive knowing they must win. That means Simeone's side cannot play for the draw and hope to nick something. They must attack, they must create, they must score. And that attacking obligation plays directly into the hands of an Arsenal side that has been at its most dangerous this season, precisely when space opens up on the counter and the fullback runs of Saka and Hincapié can be exploited before defensive lines recover. Julian Alvarez has been included in the Atletico squad after the scare of his early withdrawal in Madrid, and the Argentine will lead the line for Simeone, knowing that his Champions League record, including breaking a Lionel Messi record to become the quickest Argentine to 25 goals in the competition, gives him the specific pedigree to be dangerous in exactly this kind of high-pressure, decisive European moment. Griezmann, Llorente and Giuliano Simeone also travel, giving Atletico genuine attacking quality across multiple areas of the pitch. Arsenal must be defensively organised throughout, while simultaneously being capable of creating and converting the chances that an Atletico side playing with attacking freedom and attacking urgency will inevitably concede. The referee Daniel Siebert carries an extraordinary specific record in connection with Arsenal and Atletico that every supporter will have noted. Arsenal unbeaten in all European matches where Siebert has been involved in any official capacity. Atletico without a single win in the matches he has refereed, having lost to Liverpool, drawn with City and lost to Tottenham under his authority. Whether coincidence or comfort, everyone connected with Arsenal will view the appointment as a positive sign after the deeply frustrating performance of Danny Mackley and his team in Madrid. Arteta spoke to his players before they arrived at the Emirates, and his public words this week captured the weight and the meaning of this moment better than any tactical briefing ever could. When you have the opportunity to make history in such a way, you have to embrace it, he said after the Fulham win. That is what we have been working for. That is the goal we set at the start of the season. When you pursue a dream and you have it in front of you, you have to do your best to achieve it. There is nothing else but bringing out your best. That is it. There is nothing else but bringing out your best. That is the message that has been delivered to every player in this squad this week. Not tactics, not formation, not the specific individual matchups that will dominate the coaching staff's preparation sessions. The simplest and most powerful truth available. Bring your best. Tonight requires your best. The Emirates requires your best. The 20 years of waiting require your best. Gyokeres will tell you he knows when they play at home with their fans it is going to be different. For sure. And he is right. The Emirates tonight will be something that opposing players and opposing coaches approach with a specific kind of dread. The knowledge that this ground under these circumstances against these stakes generates an atmosphere that functions almost like an additional player on the Arsenal team. Odegaard is available. Havertz is available. Saka is sharp. Gyokeres is in the form of his life. Saliba and Gabriel are the wall. Rice is the engine. The Emirates is packed and roaring. And Arteta has his most complete squad available at the most important moment of the entire campaign. The squad has arrived, the lights are on, 60,000 voices are ready, and Arsenal Football Club is 90 minutes away from the Budapest final. This is the night, this is the moment, this is the match that this entire extraordinary season has been building towards. 20 years, one chance, the Emirates decides. Come on Arsenal, let us make history tonight.